Hey, good morning, it's Mike here. I wanted to demystify very quickly how we use this little device here called the Tempo Trainer Pro for our training sessions where we use your critical swim speed, your CSS, or your threshold pace. And that is a pace that is determined for you specifically, your pace per 100 meters, okay? You can do this by doing a swim test, either a 1,000 meter swim test and take your average pace per 100, or we have the CSS swim test that we do. It's a 400 time trial followed by a 200 time trial. But let's just assume we already know what your CSS pace is, and we're gonna do this little workout that we did just this morning at our technique endurance session, all right? For the second half of our workout here, we did a little easy aerobic development set, which was comprised of, over here in black, a 400, a 300, a 200, and a 100, okay? All done at a specific pace, right? The 400 was done at your CSS pace plus 6 seconds per 100, the 300 at plus 4 per 100, the 200 at plus 2 per 100, and the final 100 there done at your threshold pace. Now, the way we use this and the way we calculate how to calculate your threshold paces or these specific paces using the Tempo Trainer. First off, we're going to set it in mode 1. Use your manual to determine how to put it into mode 1. Okay, and then you're going to see a little readout on the Tempo Trainer itself. You're going to see. Might be a little bit of glare there, but I think that's pretty good. You're going to see 4 digits there. That should be interpreted as, if you look over here, it says 35 and a colon and then 25. That should be interpreted as 35.25 seconds. Okay? So for example, let's say you're a 2-minute 15 per 100 swimmer. Let's say that's your CSS pace after you've done your swim test, okay? For our 400, we want our target pace for that is a very comfortable 221 per 100. We're going to set the beeper to beep. It'll emit a little audible beep every 25 meters, letting you know whether or not you're staying on pace. So every time you pass through a 25 meter marker, you'll hear a little beep, beep, beep. Okay, just like that. So for our 400, what we do is we take 2 minutes, 21 seconds. We divide that by 4 because we want to hear a beep every 25 meters. Okay, divide that by 4 and you get 35.25 seconds. For the 300, we're swimming at 219, still fairly comfortable 219 per 100. We want to adjust our beeper in mode 1 to say 34.75. Okay, every 34.75 seconds it's going to beep. You need to adjust your actual swim pace in the pool with a 25 meter marker every time you hear that little beep. For the 200, we're swimming at 217, a little bit more of a challenging pace. That's getting pretty fast right now. So we want to set the beeper at 34.25. And then for our last 100, which is actually set to your threshold pace of 215, your readout on the Tempo Trainer should say 33.75. Over here is an example, if you were a 137 per 100 swimmer, right there, no problem. What we do is for the 400, that's CSS plus 6. So our target pace is a very comfortable, in your case, a 143 per 100. We set the Tempo Trainer to 25.75. If you multiply 25.75 by 4, you get 1 minute and 43 seconds, okay? So it will hold you to that pace. If you go off too fast, you need to slow yourself down. For the 300 here, we swim at a 141 per 100. That's getting a little bit faster. Somewhat challenging, maybe. 141, so the readout should say 25.25. For the 200, now we're getting back down towards your threshold pace, CSS plus 2. Okay, CSS plus 2. Your readout there should say 24.75. And last but not least, the 137, your threshold pace as a 137 per 100 swimmer. Your readout should say 24.25. So I hope that helps demystify a little bit, helps you figure out how to adjust and calculate your threshold pace and your CSS intervals using mode 1 on here. If it seems a little bit confusing after you've watched all this, go back, rewatch it, and plug in your own times right here and work it out, okay? Basically, the simplest way that I do it is I will take 2 minutes, 21 seconds, okay? I'll actually convert that to seconds, okay? So that's 1 in 20, that's 141 seconds. I'll divide that by 4 using my calculator on my iPhone, and divide it by 4 and you get 35.25, and there's your setting for the tempo trainer. Okay, so go back, rewatch this, work through your own scenarios, and be ready for the next time you either join one of our squad sessions here at Mary T. Maher Pool, or next time you're following a CSS based session or set just like this. All right, so I hope that helps, and we'll see you next time. All right, have a great week.